What's up guys, this is Corey and welcome to ReviewTube. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be tackling different movie trilogies and series and stuff. This all sparked from me watching an episode of AMC Movie Talk. They were talking about best movie trilogies, and it got me thinking. I've seen a lot of trilogies and a lot of movie series, but there are several that I haven't seen. And so, based on a recent interest, I'm going to tackle some different movie trilogies. To kick things off, I'm going to talk about a lesser-known trilogy, but a trilogy that does have several fans, and that is the Coffin Joe trilogy. Now, Coffin Joe is a trilogy from a director who is from Brazil, and this first film, At Midnight I'll Take Your Soul, was the first Brazilian horror film to be made. So I'll jump into the story's plot, and the film is about a gravedigger known as Zé do Caixo is pretty much the most feared man in this village. Many people don't want to mess with him, they don't want to question him. He has a lot of power, and a lot of them fear him. And his main goal is to find a woman to spread his lineage. He wants to find a woman to have sex with him and bear him a son, so he can pass on his genes and continue his family name. And he has one woman in mind. Her name is Teresina. She is not interested in Zay at all. He is kind of a powerful man, but she doesn't want anything to do with him. She's instead interested in a man named Antonio. And Antonio is kind of friends with Zay, but not really. It's more of a respect thing that they have between each other. But Zay doesn't care. He wants to have her bear his children, and that's it. So Zay does some things that are considered very immoral, and thus brings us our film. Now, I know I'm being very vague. Don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it, but for people who have, you do know what happens in the film. Going into this movie, I hadn't seen it before. I didn't know really anything about it. In fact, this was a film that my uncle told me about, and he lent me the second film in the series to watch and enjoy. And so before a few weeks ago, I hadn't even heard of this series, or these series of movies. But I've got to tell you, this movie was really good. The director of the film was the same actor who played Coffin Joe. Or rather, he's known as Zay do Caixo, but Americans know him as Coffin Joe. One thing that I really liked about this film is the film's protagonist, Zé do Caixo. He is a very interesting villain, if you will. He's very dark, he's very mysterious, and he does a great job at being kind of the hated man, but at the same time, one of the more interesting people of cinema. The story was fun to watch. Wouldn't say it's particularly unique in any way, but it was different enough that I was really enjoying the character and a lot of the stuff that happens within the film. The acting in the movie was pretty good. I really liked, well, the main character, but I also liked some of the side characters as well. Antonio was really good. The special effects are minimalistic to a point, but at the same time, nothing too special. I did enjoy the practical effects and stuff that was in it, but then again, I mean, it was the early to mid 60s. Wasn't really anything too special, but it was still enjoyable. The film's score and a lot of the sounds associated with the film were very creepy, very eerie. They really helped set the tone of the film and did a good job at coming in at the right moments and really kind of bringing a dark atmosphere to the entire film. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was very good, and it's kind of a hidden classic. Not too many people know about it. The people who do know about it enjoy it and really like it, but there are many people out there who don't. I'm glad I got to see it. It's on YouTube in full. That's where I watched it. Check it out if you get a chance because it is a really good movie. I'm going to give At Midnight, I'll Take Your Soul a 7.5 out of 10. It's a really enjoyable film. It's kind of a cult classic in a way, and I think more people should talk about it more because it is a really good film. I'm excited to tackle the other two, and hopefully you guys stick around to hear my thoughts on the others. Thanks for watching, and be sure to friend us on Facebook. Just type in ReviewTube and friend us. Subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.